Okay, so today I'm thinking of making a video on two questions, and yeah, so one of the question was how will you deal with a naughty child in your class, or yeah, so this is my answer, I think. And so if a child is if a child is behaving in a certain way that is disturbing my class, firstly I will try to find out if it's, let's say we have days now when there are days when we feel little sad, we feel little happy, we feel like to just jump around and feel the moment, just chill. So firstly I will try to understand that it is this the reaction that the child is giving, is that momentarily, or is it is the behavior, that the way in which he is behaving, is it he's is he doing that consistently or consciously? So firstly I will try to find out that. So if that is momentarily, so there's no problem in that. We will try to enjoy with the child, we will try to make the environment of our class just like that, so that all the children among with the child can feel that and can enjoy with him. Okay. Second, if the thing that he is behaving, he is being naughty all the time and just disturbing the environment of the class, do not let the teachers teach in their class, always just poke students to do, just like that. So I have seen that there are times, I think there is a children are just like us. Okay, we have also been in that phase. So what happens that whenever there is a fight between among means my siblings and me, there is a point of me, if let's say I am feeling a little weird. Okay, so I know the moment I will feel angry or I will react in a certain way. So if they have said something that hurt me, or that kind of they need to keep quiet, or if they have said something that poke me, I just go saying anything that may hurt people in the most means in the worst manner. Okay, so that is my point and I know that. So let's say if someone is watching me for the first time, they will look me as, oh my god, is she कैसी है ये, she's overreacting or something like that. But my siblings know this attitude of mine. So you react sometimes because you want, you want someone to understand that, okay, I'm feeling so. I have seen my mama, whenever she is angry, she reacts in a certain way, because I think in those days what I'm saying now, or I also react in a certain way when I'm angry, because I want to show the person in front of me that I am angry. Please do something to to do something to manao me. So in the same way, I will try to find out the reason why the children is reacting in the way he is reacting. How could I find that? I could take, if he is doing that mischievously and roaming around all the time disturbing the class, I can take help of the counselors. If not so, in the class I can try to use whatever he is doing, I will try to indulge him in the activities, so that in that time he can sit and do those activities. After the class I can try to spend a few moments with him, so that I can talk to him. But it's not always easy to get those feeling outs from the children. So I can also have a meeting with their parents on regular basis, so that I can understand if the child is behaving in this way in his home also, or is it just in school. Okay, firstly I will try to understand that, and then only a children is behaving in a certain way because it can be a possibility that he wants that attention. Maybe some children do that because they want a kind of attention that they are not getting anywhere else, and they are expecting this from here. A child can do this. We have a story in class 3rd or 4th also, in which a child was pinching all the children all the time. But after that some cockroaches, some lobsters, you know, really help him to understand the lesson. And then, you know, sorry, so वो हमेशा सबको तंग करता रहता है. When they go on a trip, all the children play among themselves and left him, you know, just like that. So that feeling hurt him that time. Okay, so that could be a possibility. So maybe that child is craving for that attention, and that's why he is doing whatever he is doing. So we can try to find out the reason behind his reactions, and then we can take few steps. Let's say if he has been naughty all the time, means it is, you know, obvious that children will not feel like talking to him, because they feel, okay, if I am going to talk to him next time, he is again going to do that. So we need to talk to both the parties. We need to understand, you know, among, you know, let's say we are doing a group activity, and in while doing that group activity, we can try to understand each other. And then, you know, we have those what I will say, truth and dare. We can play something like that, so that we can try to understand each other. And means I think it can in a way help to resolve that problem. When a child can understand each other's perspective, why is he doing so, when after talking to their parents, I can get to know the perspective of the child, the reason why he is doing that, whatever he is doing. And from the next day, as a teacher or as a community, means the parents, me, counselor, special educators, all of us can sit together and can, you know, we can make an activity, or we can create an activity, something that can be good for the child as well, and for all the other children also. So I think in this way I can deal with that. And the third point, you know, my sister is a teacher in a private school, and she has shared with me an experience. So she has a hyperactive hyperactive child in her class. Okay, and she told me, you know, the time you in the time you manage all the other 15-20 children, that child take that much of time. So, you know, manage that child individually and manage the whole class is equal. So, you know, you need special educators for those child. So I said, okay, so how are you handling, because the special educator at that time was busy in something else. So she told me, you know, she was frustrated because she was not able to get that child. So his parents were called in the school. So they get to know that doctors has prescribed that that child was hyperactive. So his energy is not being consumed where it should be. And because his energy is not being consumed, so he is showing that energy somewhere else, by poking other children, by hurting them, by you know, disturbing the class. And there was another thing also. For that child, the doctor has prescribed some particular food items, you know, a particular shows to watch on TV. But what happens now, his mother, you know, to deal with a child who is different from the children who we look around ourselves, you know, you are not all the children are not hyperactive. So we need courage, we need patience to manage that child. So you know, after being frustrated or tired, her mother allow him to watch the shows that he wants, but that is not good for him. You know, we have those cartoons in which there is that they show violence and marpitai. So that child watches that shows, and on the next day he just try to portray that in the class. So we need to, you know, these things really matter. We think like, whoa, that looks so cliche, but that is not so. We need to go to the ground level and find out the reason to why is it so. If you know, if that show is not good for him, we should really we need to, मतलब हमें धीरे धीरे करके उसको हटाना होगा. And if there are some food items that really, you know, instigate him to do or poke him to do something like that, we need to cut off from that food from his diet. And as a you know, we have special educators in our class, so we need to take we can take help of them as well. So I think these are 2-3 points that I can use in my class to deal with a naughty child. Thank you.